Adventures with Jesus. Today, Jesus heals a blind man.
Hello there, and welcome to Black Hawk Kids. My name is Caitlin. What's your name? It's nice to meet you. I'm so thankful you're here. Guess what? We're about to head out on an adventure with Jesus. Are you ready? We'll hear some amazing true stories straight from the Bible. Before our adventure begins, let's take some time to pray to God first. Dear God, thank you for showing us more about Jesus in the Bible. We love you, God. And everyone said, Amen. We better hurry up. Our adventure is just getting started.
Stand up. Let's move and sing to God.
I know the reason why my feet can't stop, my heart can't help but sing. It's a wonderful feeling to feel your love for me, to feel the joy you bring. Your love is the answer, so I sing to you. The reason is you, Jesus. You're why I'm singing now. The reason is you, Jesus. You're what it's all about. At the cross you set me free, and I'm thankful that you love me. Whoa. Why my hands are up, my feet dance down below. It's a wonderful feeling that I belong to you, no matter where I may go. Your love is the answer, so I sing to you. The reason is you, Jesus. You're why I'm singing now. The reason is you, Jesus. You're what it's all about. At the cross you set me free, and I'm thankful that you love me. I'm thankful that you love me. All right, let's get it. Come on. 1, 2, 3, sing. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Come on. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Let's go. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. The reason is you, Jesus. You're why I'm singing now. The reason is you, Jesus. You're what it's all about. At the cross you set me free, and I'm thankful that you love me. So thankful that you love me. Come on, come on. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Let's go. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Come on. I can't stop this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason. Come on. I never wanna shake this feeling. Jesus, you're the reason.
Take a seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for a true story from the Bible.
Have you ever gone outside to play in the mud? What a fun adventure! My kids and I love to play in our yard right after it has rained. We wear our rain boots and find muddy puddles to step in. Squish, squish! Muddy adventures are the best. Did you know that there's a story in the Bible with mud in it? There aren't any boots in this story, but there's a man who can't see anything. He was blind. He couldn't see trees, people, animals. Everything was dark all the time. But one day, this man met Jesus, and Jesus did the most amazing thing with mud. Let's hear a true adventure story about Jesus found in the Bible. We can find it in the book of John, chapter 9. Come on, let's go.
One day, as Jesus and his disciples were walking along the road, they saw a man sitting next to the road and they stopped. The man was reaching his hand toward them. He was calling out and asking for money. This man was blind and he only saw darkness. He had been blind his whole life, never seeing a sunset sky or a smoky fire or a smiling face. He couldn't work, so he needed generous people passing along to give him money. And now he could tell that a group of people had stopped in front of him. He reached his hand out, waiting and hoping to feel a coin. Jesus and his friends were talking, and the man listened carefully. The disciples asked Jesus, "Teacher, is this man blind because he did something wrong? Or did his parents do something wrong?" And Jesus answered, "No, he's not blind because someone sinned. This man's blindness will show off God's power and goodness. Watch, I'm the light of the world, and I'm here to do God's work." After he said this, Jesus spit into the dirt and made mud. He wiped the mud over the man's eyes, and he told the man, "Go to the pool of water nearby and wash the mud from your eyes." The man couldn't wait to get to the pool and wash the dried, caked mud from his eyes. As the muddy water flowed down his face, he opened up his eyes and he could see. He couldn't believe it. He could see the sparkling water, he could see the people gathered around him, and the people were amazed. They asked, "What happened? Aren't you the blind man who sat by the road every day asking for money? This is impossible. How can you see?" And the man told them about Jesus, the mud, and the washing. Jesus had done something no one had ever done before. He helped someone who was born blind to see for the very first time. And the religious leaders, who didn't believe that Jesus was God on earth, asked the man lots of questions about what happened. And the man said, "I only know this. Jesus must come from God because I was blind and now I can see." Jesus wanted to talk to the man again, and when he found him, he asked, "Do you believe in the Son of God?" And the man said, "Who is he, sir? I want to believe in him." Jesus looked into his eyes and said, "You are seeing and talking to the Son of God right now." The man's eyes opened wide as he realized this was the man who healed him. As he really saw who Jesus was for the first time, he said, "Lord, I believe." And the man worshiped and praised God because he was blind, but now he could see.
Jesus is amazing. The blind man's eyes didn't work, and then they did. Jesus was able to do that with just some spit and some mud because he has all of God's power. The man could now see everything around him: flowers, trees, people, and Jesus. How cool! Jesus is different than everyone else because he is God's son. He can do impossible things. No one else can heal eyes that can't see with just some mud, but Jesus can do anything. The blind man and many who saw this miracle were amazed and chose to follow Jesus right away. Others could see that Jesus could do impossible things, but asked more questions. Hey, I have some questions for you. Let's play a fun thumbs up, thumbs down game. If your answer is yes to my question, put your thumbs up. If your answer is no, put your thumbs down. Here we go. If Jesus can heal eyes that can't see, Do you think he can heal legs that can't walk? Yes or no? Yes, Jesus healed a man's legs in the Bible. He can do anything. Next question. Do you think that Jesus can heal ears that can't hear and a mouth that can't talk? Yes or no? Yes, Jesus healed a deaf man's ears and made it possible for him to speak. The crowd of people who saw him do this were amazed. Last question. Did Jesus bring a person who died back to life? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes! Wow! Jesus brought a man named Lazarus back to life and also a young girl. They died, but Jesus made them alive again. That's incredible. The Bible shows us that Jesus can do anything. This week, look for some of these amazing true stories of Jesus doing impossible things in the Bible. Have fun as you go on your own adventures with Jesus.
Stand up. It's time for our Bible verse.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember how many things are possible with God. Is it 2 things? 20 things? Oh, that's right. Our Bible verse this month teaches us that with God, all things are possible. Let's say that verse together right now. Jesus said, "With God, all things are possible." Matthew 19:26. Great work! It sounds like you know this verse really well. Let's say it again, but this time in a small, squeaky mouse voice. Ready? Go! Jesus said, "With God, all things are possible." Matthew 19:26. You did it! You did it! Keep that verse in your head each day as you head out on new and exciting adventures. Thanks for being here. Don't forget that the Bible shows us that Jesus can do anything. Come back next week for another amazing adventure with Jesus. Adios!
Let's move and sing to God.
Everything keeps telling me to quit and not go where I'm going. But I'm never ever gonna stop, and there's no signs of slowing. Ooh, not moving backward. Ooh, I'm moving forward. 'Cause you give me the power to never give up. You give me your power when it's more than enough. I made my decision, quitting's not an option. No matter how hard it gets, I know I'm in, 'cause you give me the power. I'm committed to your plan, so I'll follow all of my days. Every day you give me strength to follow after your way. 'Cause you give me the power to never give up. You give me your power when it's more than enough. I made my decision, quitting's not an option. No matter how hard it gets, I know I'm in, 'cause you give me the power. Yeah, you give me the power. Ooh, not moving backward. Ooh, I'm moving forward. 'Cause you give me the power.